Welcome to the King Moolah TV podcast, y'all. Welcome. I apologize in advance for the audio quality you're about to hear. I still need to work with this mic a lot easier to know what's the right level to get the best audio out of it. And though I wasn't yelling or screaming, if it is extremely close to me, it's going to sound distorted plenty of times. So, once again, I apologize for the audio quality, but it's still a good episode. So check it out. See what we got going on here. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the King Moolah TV podcast. My name is King. This episode, we are in the car once again, continuing the In the Car series. We're just going to talk about whatever's on my mind today. It's whatever I'm dealing with. I'm in a long line, so I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but it's going to be long. I feel like it's going to be long enough for me to make a full podcast episode, so let's just get into it. So, let me put some background music on. Hold on. Should I shuffle it? Yes. All right. Honestly, what we got going on here? What was I gonna say? Oh, let me just start off by saying thank you guys for listening. I appreciate all the views that I get, all the listens that I get, all the clicks that I get. It's just important. No matter how little it is, I will always be grateful for everything. There's a bit to talk about. Just give me a second. I'm moving through the line right now. Now they're actually moving. Okay. So, Sinners. Definitely, I think it dropped this weekend, right? Or was it last week? It was the 11th, right? Hold on, let me check. I think it's still recording, right? Okay. The 11th. Hold on. Sinners release date. Really? Let me just... Goodness, bro. The 18th. Okay, this weekend. Yeah, so it came this weekend. Last weekend. Because it's a new week. And it's been on fire. It seems like black people have been showing up to the movie theaters today to support Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan and this film they created called Sinners. Michael B. Jordan starred in it. Ryan Coogler obviously directed it. And it was dope. I've been hearing it's been dope, and I've seen the trailer. I like it. I like it. So I'm definitely gonna watch it tomorrow. I got to watch it tomorrow because that's the point. I want to watch something I want to watch that because it's not your average like the trailer just it ain't exposed really anything to the plot. Well, there was also another trailer, but it didn't really expose anything. It didn't really expose anything to the plot. So I just want to I want to watch it. And I'm excited for it because it's a really, really fun thing. Look at this guy. He don't learn. He just better get in the back of the line. You think this line is not going to get any shorter, especially with the delay, bro. You might as well just go back in the line and then work your way up because nobody's gonna let you through. I for sure ain't finna let you through. I'll make sure the people by me ain't finna let you through either. Sorry, y'all. Some people, I'm gonna get back to Sinners, but some people, they act like they're so important that they can't just go in the back of a line. Like, we all have to wait too. We all have to wait. It's a long line, so you might as well get your behind in the back. It looks long back there, but I was just back there. It is not that bad. I've had lines like this before, but I've been in lines like this before. And Just have to deal with it. That's just what it is. It's not that big a deal at that point. If y'all didn't want to, I know y'all want to get early like everybody does, but these people weren't even supposed to, like, lines like this ain't supposed to happen. But now that they're kind of being very lenient on these things. Oh wow, that's crazy. He came before me. Oh no, he came right after me. I mean, because the person behind me was not paying attention, or maybe he let him through. I don't know, whichever one it is. Seems like he let him through, because he ain't coming out and causing no trouble for that guy. So I don't know, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, what was I saying? The line's not long. Just people out here need to get it together. This line need to be long. Oh, I was getting to why. Like, they became a little more lenient, let these people come in at any time instead of their scheduled time, closer to their scheduled time. And that's why they keep making delays. Like, they need to stop doing that. Honestly, I didn't like it, but when I got here, it's usually never no line, and I get the thing quickly, get things done quickly. But now they went back to being lenient on it, and now it's back to these long lines. It's like I don't know. Maybe it might be something that I'm not really reasoning with, and I'm not considering, to why they're even pushing it back, delays or something. But it just wasn't good last week or the week before that, and this just doesn't make it any better. So this week, I don't know. I feel like they should. In back of my mind, I don't want them to do it, but at the same time, I kind of do, because unless I get to come early, there's people that shouldn't be that early. It's just causing an unnecessary line. I remember being back here 2 years ago, and the line was almost to the stoplight, all the way on the end of the other street. I'm like, man, that's insane. But it hasn't been so bad. It's just, I don't know. They're just flopping for these few weeks. All right, now with that rant, that's over with. Sinners, definitely gonna watch it tomorrow. I got to. I'm just put the windows down because I got to. Yeah, Sinners looks great, and I can't wait to watch it. I did see some opinions. I seen really good opinions overall, but one opinion came from a Christian rapper named Lecrae. He's talking about, actually, I'm gonna read it because I had something to say to him. Even though he may or may not respond, doesn't really matter. I think it's kind of ridiculous. Hold on, let me see. Okay, he said, I saw it, my 2 cents. From a filmmaking standpoint, it's dope. Great visuals, storytelling, strong character development, definitely inspiring for young black creatives. The time travel, cultural callbacks, and imagery are powerful. But, here we go. Here's the nonsense. I felt some anti-Christian propaganda. The film flips traditional vampire tropes. Usually it's crosses, holy water, and the church standing strong against evil. In this movie, Christianity is either irrelevant or oppressive, and power is found in African spiritual practices. Ooh, so bad. That's the best. That's the original practices. Hoodoo, not the Holy Spirit, is the weapon of choice. The sinner's prayer scene low-key mocks the faith, and the church is portrayed more as a place of shame than sanctuary. The voodoo priestess is the wise guide, and the character says something along the lines of, blues were created by us, not like gospel, which was forced on us. I was like, dang. Okay. He's going to continue. I'm going to continue on. Hold on. Dang, airplanes. Where I'm at, we're close to an airport, so I'm going to hear that for a little bit. Where they at? Is it taking off, or is it coming through? I don't see it. You know that airplanes have this, oh yeah, okay, so they're heading towards the airport. Yeah. And usually with airplanes or jets and stuff like that, the sound is kind of delayed, so you can still hear it from like far as they pass. As the jet passes, you'll hear it in front of them and you'll hear it behind them, or omnidirectional, however you want to do. You'll be able to hear it, but there's like a delay when you hear it. Okay, now back to Lecrae. Maybe Ryan is working through some church hurt, and I'm gonna say church hurt with quotables. Okay, quote and unquote church hurt. Catholic school, Catholic school, forced religion, etc. The film feels like his way of wrestling with that, but it's a beautiful piece of work. So yeah, watch it, but go in with eyes wide open. He's fighting evil with evil in the movie, and unfortunately, Christianity takes the L for the sake of cultural empowerment. Beautifully shot, spiritually conflicted. Lastly, as Frederick Douglass says about religion, there's a difference between the slaveholding religion of this land with no possible reference to Christianity proper, for between the Christianity of this land and the Christianity of Christ. To be the friend of the one is to be the enemy of the other. I love the pure, peaceable, and impartial Christianity of Christ. I hate the corrupt, slaveholding, woman whipping, cradle plundering, partial, and hypocritical Christianity of this land. You know, somebody commented under him, how would Frederick know the difference? Very valid point. Now, so what does he say? He said, beautifully shot, spiritually conflicted. First and foremost, a lot of y'all Christians, bro, a lot of y'all religious people don't know what spirituality is. Let's just get that out the way. Y'all don't know the first thing of what being spiritual is. Y'all like to call y'all religion spiritual. There's nothing spiritual about y'all organized religion. There's nothing spiritual about y'all religion, period. There's nothing spiritual about man-made religion, period. The people can be spiritual. Yes, the people in the religion can be spiritual. But religion by itself is not spiritual. It's man-made dogma. That's what. So saying spiritually conflicted is insane. It's absolutely insane. It's used wrong, it's misused, and it's misrepresented, because religion is not spirituality. Spirituality is over 200,000 years old. Religion is only what, 12,000 years old? Maybe even less than that, 8,000 maybe. Christianity is only 6,000. So this man's out of his rocker right now. And let's see what I had to say, right? What did I have to say? Did I put it in his first one or his second one? Let me see. It should show me first, right? Just say you don't understand black ancestral religion and leave it at that. Absolutely. Okay, there we go. There's me. I said he doesn't know what true evil is, or he must not know what true evil is. Like, oppressive systems created by man-made religions are the most evil in this world, okay? It's time to learn about what spirituality is without blinding your opinions. Keep your eyes open to the actual truth presented in the field about real spirituality, and not one twisted in man-made religion. I meant every word, because religion is just that, man-made. Spirituality was here before man even knew what man-made was. Some people are saying religious black folk are so annoying. And this the same man that sat in silence next to a white woman saying slavery was a blessing. Boy, you are a weak joke, a puppet. Critique that. There was no attack on Christianity. It was just the truth. You always want to sway everyone to your religious path while calling everyone else demonic. F you, Leho. Ooh. Ouch. That last part was just ouch, but I understand. I understand completely. Okay, somebody had another one. This is a really good one too. I'm already reading bits of it. With respect, I feel like anti-Christian propaganda, that's in quotes, anti-Christian propaganda, so quote, anti-Christian propaganda, unquote, is far too reductive a label for what is ultimately a very valid apprehension to have given this nation's usage of Christianity against our people. The idea that it's just evil fighting evil, as if that's not a significant part of the church's history as well, is too oversimplifying. One could easily argue that it's just as crazy to follow a religion introduced to your people by some of the most vile claimants as it is to follow hoodoo. Mm. Sure, it don't feel good for the belief you subscribe to be cast in a negative light, which is I still argue this film doesn't do at all. It's just a realistic point of view people would and do generally have then and now. But I will position myself on the other side of that to say casting other belief systems as evil without an equally nuanced understanding of the intentions and foundations that undergird their development is doing a huge disservice to and dismissal of our history. All to say, having a bad word to say about Christianity and a good word to say about insert other religion is not abject anti-Christian propaganda. It's just, I don't know, real life, IDK real life, trying to proselytize real life and historical nuance to the black and white, no gray categorization of some, not all, sects of Christianity is, in my opinion, going to make you miss out on some incredible perspectives in all sorts of storytelling. Hey, this person said a word, boy. This person done said some. This person done said something. He really did say something. Whew. Wait, what did he say? That was a word. This man Ryan Coogler, but I send you some healing energy because that's a lot. I kind of understand his sentiments as well. I'm just reading this person who just said that statement that I read, and man, he said he's been dealing with some physical health issues and depression and all that. That is not simple at all. That's some stuff. He's going through some stuff, man. Definitely send that man some positive energy, some healing energy, and stuff like that, because that's insane. Mind you, he might have threaded that on, posted that in December, but still, I was just reading it now, and that's just insane. But wow. But yeah, listen, I'm gonna watch Sinners. Nobody's gonna tell me not to watch it, and nobody can tell me that I can't watch it. But I guess some Christian people always there's always those group of Christian people that always act like this thing is like anything that is not what they feel is Christ-like, or whatever their religious, whatever their pastor told them, or whatever their church members fear, or whatever they've been raised in a Christian household, they automatically deem it as demonic. And that's just the laziest thinking I've ever heard, bro. Like Buddy said, you miss out on some incredible perspectives because, first of all, Lecrae, bro, I was listening to your music where you said you was actually deconstructing the Bible and understanding like the way you've been taught Western world and how you see it now differs immensely. So knowing all that, at least you didn't dog it too much, but I'm still gonna get on your critique because at least you didn't dog too much and say, oh, I don't feel right in my spirit. He said go watch it anyways, and with your eyes wide open, still trying to push that these parts are demonic or whatever the case is. But I mean, listen, I'm not gonna get on him too much, but what he said about, let me go back to it. What he said, what was it? Here it is. Christianity takes an L for the sake of cultural empowerment. First and foremost, anybody who's anybody, cultural empowerment, that means black people in the US of A, black Americans, if anything, especially mainstream. I was just seeing this. I just seen clips of a thread post about Happy Easter Sunday, and you got all the black shows. Every one of them, the majority at least, have a church scene, have a lot of church scenes. Have at least one church scene where there's a choir singing, where there's a pastor saying something, and whatever. The black church and Christianity, they try to intertwine that with only as all of black culture in the U.S. Yes, church has been a big thing in the black culture for centuries. Okay, we understand that, but there's historical context with that, and it wasn't always used in the way that we see it mainstream on TV. So saying that cultural empowerment and saying that Christianity took the L makes no dang sense, because there's plenty of examples where the church, the black church specifically, is uplifted in the culture, and it's really going to be really hard to put that down, because it's not even that I want it to be put down. I just want a lot of black Christians to stop criticizing stuff and calling it new age or witchcraft or stupid crap like that, and they do the exact same stuff in the church. They just don't realize the history, because the history shows that this is what it is. That's why a lot of the times a lot of our history is hidden. Like, that's just it. So y'all are conflicted. Y'all are spiritually conflicted. Okay, spirituality is a breath of fresh air. Religion is some man-made dogma. And that's even more reason why I want to go see it, because if it plays to where we see more hoodoo and more mystery and more mystical stuff and esoteric things, I'm all for it. I'm into black sci-fi, black fantasy, black representation all around. And we ain't just church folks, bro. We are more than just one. This is why we are not a monolith, and we don't have to be, but you got to tell all our stories. You can't just tell, there's only one certain type of black person, and this is how you be an only good black person, going to church. That's not how it works. Or reading your Bible. That's not how it works. Or practicing Christianity. That's not how it works. There's more black people out there that do not practice a religion, and they don't have to. They do not have to practice a religion to be black. They do not have to practice a religion to be an upstanding black person. Not at all. So yeah, that's yeah, so that's just what it is. All right, so yeah, so I'm definitely gonna watch it. I think that's just really all I wanted to say. I made a good critique about Sinners. They had some commentary going. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much. Now I'm pretty much in the front of the line, so yeah, it's time to cut this off so I can get ready. Thank you guys for listening. I want you guys to drink y'all water, because it's important. I drank some earlier. Get some sunlight. I'm outside. The sun is out. It's beaming. It's a beautiful day today. I feel the heat. I love it. Spring is here. Still a little chilly in the morning, but that's not an issue, because it warms up to about 80, like in the mid 80s in the afternoon and stuff like that. So not mad at it at all. And be kind to people. Like I said, a lot of people going through a lot of stuff, especially in that post. They going through some spiritual conflict. They going through some church hurt. They're going through some so not anti-religion, but they're going through some, they're just going through some hurt that doesn't belong with religion, that doesn't belong with the black church. All right, so I wish them well. I wish them well. I wish they just stop critiquing others for practicing things that they practice themselves, just in different ways. Okay, just under the guise of religion. As long as you put it under religion, they'll think it's okay. It's an okay. And some people may not be fine with that. That's all right too. But let's just stop pretending. A lot of all this stuff, everything, all these tools, every single thing. Whatever way to make your life better or anything, all of that plays a part. All of these are just tools. Okay. Everything, the concepts, the ideas, all of them are tools to help you make better for your life and for other people's life if you can. Okay, if that's what you want to do, if that's your purpose, that's your calling. All right. So yeah, be kind to people. I wasn't. I. This is my way of showing kindness. I can still critique you, but I'm gonna be kind. Okay, I'm gonna be kind about it. I'm not gonna curse you out. Not that I curse people out, anyways. But yeah. All right. So I'm King. Here we go. Where is it at? Sounds like it's coming from on top of me, so it's heading. Yep, heading towards the airport. There it is. What is that? I don't. I think say. Oh, that's Air Canada. Air Canada. Okay. Okay. I'm King. It's the King Moolah TV podcast, y'all. I'm out of here. Doozy.